Just a wrap-up of the City Council meeting for the City of Grand Rapids for Monday, January 14, 2019. To start off, we had some pinning ceremonies. Chief Travis Cole from the Fire Department was in, and here are the moves, and I think it's good to recognize each of them. Jeff Engel moved from firefighter to C4 captain with the Grand Rapids Fire Department. Bruce Baird moved from firefighter to C3 captain. Sean Graber moved to second assistant chief, and John Linder was promoted to the first assistant chief. So it was official. In three of the instances, the wives came up and pinned their husbands, and then the father pinned his son. So it's quite an accomplishment, quite a feat to have people step up in the volunteer fire department for the City of Grand Rapids. And we said it, and all the council spoke about it this evening. What a great job our fire department does day in and day out there responding to what can be the worst day of your life or evening of your life to have a fire happen at your home. But knowing that you've got some very dedicated and well-trained staff out there for the City of Grand Rapids that are responding to that fire. So that pinning ceremony went very well. As the first meeting in January of 2019, one of the things that we do is to have our organizational meeting. So we adopted the amended City Council bylaws. Councilmember Rick Christie will be for 2019 the Mayor Pro Tem in case of my absence. We designated the banks. Herald Review as the official paper. And we appointed representatives to the council for different boards and commissions. And we also selected members of the council to specific agencies outside of the city that they will represent the City of Grand Rapids on. We had a very lengthy consent agenda this evening. I'm just going to touch on a few of them. We adopted a resolution accepting the feasibility report for the 2019 street improvement projects. We adopted a resolution for adequacy ordering preparation for the Golf Course Road Utility Extension for Great River Acres City Project 2019 and for the Grand Rapids Cohasset Connection Trail. So one is the road work that's needed and the extension of utilities and services for the West grade school that's going to be out on Golf Course West, and the other is for a bike trail and walking trail that's going to connect from the intersection of 63 and 76 all the way out to Highway 2 in Grand Rapids. We authorized accepting the low quote for overhead door replacement at the fire hall on all those doors, including the police department garage door. We accepted quotes, low quote, for demolishing a house that was deemed to be hazardous at 604 Northeast 9th Avenue. We accepted a request for authorization to impose a local sales tax and use contingent upon the passage of a local referendum. For those of you who remember, our request for the project Grand Rapids was unsuccessful in the sales tax request, and what we are doing now is we are trying to get in the queue at the state of Minnesota that should we be successful at some point in time in Grand Rapids on a referendum, a ballot question to use a local sales tax to pay for projects, we would have state approval prior to that referendum question being asked out there. And finally, we amended some shared services agreements between the Public Utility Commissions for service systems management between the city and the Public Utility Commission. Matt Wegworth was in to talk a little bit about the regional rail study that had been going on and some continued work there. Travis Cole was in and talked about some DNR containers that we're going to have there, with a couple of them for hazardous materials. Rob Mattei talked a little bit about the appraisal services associated with the sports complex, so that would be in relationship to the east grade school project off the end of the middle school. And Rob also talked about a letter authorizing commitment to participate in a Brownfields Assessment Coalition being organized by ARDC. So with that, we finished up the evening. Linda Graio came in and talked about the replacement of the Director of Library Services. Marcia Anderson retired, and Will Richter, through the interview process, was picked to replace Marcia. effective February 10th at a salary of $76,693.16. Will's been with the library since 2009, so congratulations to Will Richter on that promotion. And with that, we will look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks on the 28th. Have a good evening.